Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of.
Having a quick look at what happened yesterday. It's looking good. It's not quite dry in here, there isn't much air movement, so I expected that. But it has, yeah, where it's dried well. Can you see the powder's not coming off? I'm just getting a few bits where it's still wet. So I am going to leave this for another day before I do the second coat.
Yeah.
So today I'm going to continue out into this room.
Yep.
Obviously avoiding the patch that we repaired yesterday because that's something to come back to when it's properly dry.
Yeah, that's still soft.
Yeah. So come back out into this room. Chris has just offered to remove this light for me for now whilst I'm whitewashing in here. I've asked him to leave it because this standard lamp hurts your eyes if you catch it out the corner of your eye. So I'm going to keep this, I'll just work around it, I'll tape everything off. He's a bit concerned because he's leaving me on my own, leaving me with live electricity and I'm whitewashing. Because he's going out to help Andy from Finca Life. He's got to pick something up and he needs an extra man help. So he's off out. Chris is back from his foray helping Andy from Finca Life pick up some heavy thing.
Hello.
And when the boys were in town, they were actually recognised by somebody. Both of them were recognised.
Yeah, with a subscriber, so hello again.
Hello. And this is what I've been up to. The ceiling is done completely. Fireplace is done. I've just got to do that bit of wall and this bottom bit of this wall. It's taken 3 buckets so far of Limewash.
Okay. So this dries.
Yes.
How's your little cubby hole? Is that dried yet, or is it still a bit damp in patches? Obviously, we've got no light in there.
I've taken the light away, so I haven't looked.
I'll just take your word for it then.
Yeah, don't know. But I just had him pick up all the plastic that was down here that I've been working around. And, you know I love you very much. Mm-hmm. I've got a job. Can you fix the floor down there, please? Get the edges nice and neat.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I'll do that.
Another day. Nice day today. More painting. However, not going to be able to get much of it on film because the cameraman is coming from the TV company today. So I'm going to show you what I achieved yesterday. We'll try and catch some from today, and otherwise you'll get a before and after. So that little room there is doing well. And it is dry. But I have made the decision that I'm going to go all round once and then come back to the beginning. Definitely give it time to soak in. This is what I did yesterday whilst Chris was out. You can see on what is actually damp walls is taking longer to turn, as it were, than internal walls where it's white. So, getting painting done. Big cameras behind you from the TV company. It's drying really well, as I said earlier. Not going to do the second coat of what I did yesterday and the day before. I'm going to keep going all the way around and then start at the beginning. But on this internal wall that I was talking about earlier, where it's drying really quickly, it's drying beautifully. It's going to be gorgeous. Sorry about that. Bit of an early finish. It's hard work with the cameraman here because he asks questions that he wants you to answer for camera and then it's not formulated enough or you say too many words and he wants it shorter. So he's asking the same question again and again and in different places because it might have a better background for the TV. So it's hard work, it wears you out. But on a positive note, I've got an awful lot of painting done.
Yeah, I know, it's just in the corner of the camera lens, just there.
Look at my archway.
Yes indeed. That's dried in really well.
So like I said at the very beginning of this section of video earlier today, these internal walls, it seems to be drying really quickly and it has. We've got beautiful white. This is an internal wall and as I said earlier, this is still damp and therefore it's drying in a different way. Yeah. Not a problem because it's still all going to get a couple of coats anyway. A couple, 3, 4, whatever it needs.
Yeah, perfect. It looks awesome. So there's just this one light bulb and the light it's still getting into there and it's brightening it up. So what's it going to be like once it's all properly finished?
I know, finished. And then all the lights up as well. It's certainly not going to be what everyone imagines, a cold, dark, dank cave. No way, no way. It's going to be beautiful, big and bright.
It is. And we may actually have to rethink this light now.
It's too bright.
To a lower Kelvin one. Which is fine because you can, I think we've got one that's a lower Kelvin, so I can replace it with that. If not, then we just get a lower Kelvin one for 4,300 as opposed to whatever that one is.
Yeah, I think it's 6,000.
Maybe so. Anyway, we'll get a lower Kelvin one because it's just too bright now.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd say that.
Never thought, no. Monday morning, here we go again. We have said we're going to go all the way through and then come back and do it again. But when I was doing that bit over there, I did a little test patch here of a second coat. And now I'm crazy to see this with a second coat on it just to get rid of the patchiness. So I'm going to set on this little room and give it a second coat. I am giving Chris a fantastic job. He's going to have to get on the ladder and do this.
Yes.
So we've got lots of plastic down because I think it's going to be messy.
Yes.
And see how we get on.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Yes, it is. What's to say? Can't be bothered. Right. I was going to do a mix for Lillian, a big one, because she's got a wide area to do, and a little mix for me. And then my brain kicked in. Why don't I just do one big mix and then split it? Anyway.
It's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
I think so. Okay, so Lillian's on with it. She's doing the thing. It's taken me a little bit longer before I'm able to start because I had more preparation to do. However, that looked cool for Halloween. Just there. A couple of eyes on it. Be awesome. Right, a little bit of a discussion we had. Lillian wants me to start on the low part just so I get used to doing it, the painting bit, as opposed to going up and down ladders. So I'll get on with this a little bit and see how it goes. Well, that kind of changed quick. I'm struggling to get the paint to work up there on the ceiling. Lillian said, let me have a try, and she's doing it. So we're swapping. I'm going to do what she was going to do, and Lillian's going to do what I was supposed to have been doing. So the same amount of work's still going to get done. Yeah. It's just that...
Well, no, it's not actually. It's not, because whilst you've been faffing at this, I've already done the back wall.
Yeah, but you had a head start, because I was making a Halloween decoration to cover the wood, and then getting all the other things sorted, so you had a head start.
Did I now?
Yes. Oh, we're just stopping for something to eat. Lillian's managed to get this far. He's taken a very long time, bless her. As I've got all that room finished, and done all this up to that line there. So, we'll have something to eat and come back. It's easy to tell the difference now in colour. What we thought looked nice and ivory in the sunshine now looks brown.
Dirty.
And dirty.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you get pure white, isn't it? Like there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just chalk and cheese.
Yes. Well, it is cut chalk, really. It's lime.
It is chalk, yes, it's true. Well, it's a hard life, isn't it?
It is. We don't need you to clean that bit of floor, mate. So, how's it been?
Hard work.
Very hard work.
Very hard work. But looking good, I'm happy. I'm happy. We'll see what it looks like in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. And then it can have its second coat. Which you're not going to be impressed with.
No, I don't know how this happened. Certainly I'm blessed for doing it, but there you go.
Well, because I tried and you watched me try and you decided it would be a lot more peaceful and tranquil if I didn't do it.
Yes, but it was still not that peaceful considering you were only doing walls, dear.
And ceiling. So anyway, we managed between us, let's say, team effort.
Yes.
Got all this lot second coated.
Yeah.
And now around there, second coated. And the ceiling, and in that little room. Next morning, I've just had a quick inspect. I called Lillian through and said, bring the camera. We wasn't going to actually do anything filming wise today to share because it's just more of the same, but I'm a bit deflated.
Oh.
How many more coats are you going to need? Because it looks like what I did yesterday didn't happen.
That's okay. Some walls are going to be like that.
This is weird.
Okay, so all of this had a second coat yesterday. And in there. That doesn't look like it's had a second coat at all.
Neither does this.
This does to a point.
Okay.
And this.
Okay.
This is looking good now. There's just a few bits that look like they haven't had a second coat. Sort of here and here.
Yeah.
But that's looking good.
So you're going to start the ceiling in here then?
Yes.
Okay. So this should be alright.
Oh yeah, this ceiling's not as bad as the one I did yesterday.
No, no. But you can still see the moisture coming through the ground.
Yeah.
And coming onto the tiles. These tiles are on gravel.
Yes,
so water to go through.
They're on a gravel bed, aren't they?
We didn't know that, but then when we was digging around in other places, we discovered they were. So that's how we know.
Yeah.
This one needs digging out still, but we're waiting until we finish lime washing, and then we'll get that dug out and then backfilled because with the limecrete that you want to use the coloured stuff. So we want to get all this lot done.
Yeah.
Right, so Lillian's just gone to make some bread. Well, to knock it back, whatever it is she does. She's doing really, really well. Getting good coverage. This ceiling is obviously as difficult as the other one, and she's actually coming down as well, so that she can be doing another bit of ceiling somewhere else while I start on the walls. Or we both do the walls in here, and we don't need to share ladders. So that's awesome. And what I've got done today, so far, is I've done the ceiling, because Lillian suggested that if I could reach it, it'd be a good idea. And I've done the back wall. Now the back wall's really blotchy, like the others. The weird thing is the ceiling has just gone, thank you very much for the moisture. And it's sucked it all in. To the point of, it's nearly dry already. But this back wall, which is what I did first, is not. Well, it's not so easy to see, but it's not, it's wet. There you go. So there's definitely an issue because of the dampness in the walls. Oh well.
You're not going to believe this, but Chris has actually asked me to take this footage to prove that he has actually done some painting. Look, see, he can do it too.
Nobody will believe me if I told them. Camera never lies. It does actually.
It does actually. There you go. So he's done this room, which is brilliant. First coat, ceiling's looking awesome.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more to use up.
So I'm just doing this screening.
And I've finished for today in here. Oh, give you some light. There we go. Got halfway. So happy with that. Okay, well it's been an interesting 24 hours, let's put it that way. So yesterday afternoon I had an appointment with a chiropractor because I have been struggling with the caves. My walking is getting worse and worse and worse. I have significant pain in my hip. Some days at the end of the day I'm almost crawling out of here. So I went to see her and she did all sorts of tests and got me to do all sorts of exercises, stick my leg in the air and what have you. And she's decided she can't help me. She thinks it's something to do with the bones. So I've got to be very, very careful. No walking upstairs, carrying anything heavy, not to do too much lifting, all those sorts of things, and get an appointment with a GP who will then apparently send me for x-rays. She's not 100% sure if it's the hip or if it's the spine. but something needs to be checked out. I then trundled off to our notary to go and pay the bill for the paperwork they did for us a long while ago and to pick up our papers, and they were shut. It says they were open, they were shut. All I had to do was collect papers, pay the bill. They were shut, appointment only in the afternoons. So this morning I went again and I paid the bill and picked up the deeds. So we're square on that front. Meanwhile, Chris has been doing a really good job painting this morning, and now I better get this ceiling finished. Caution, man at work.
Men at work? Australian man.
Song there.
Who could it be now? Me. Okay, so this room's done. First coat done. Looking good. Lillian's done this other half of the ceiling. It just goes to show how much longer it takes to do this sort of ceiling. In hindsight, yes, we would have done it smoother, but we're concerned about the weight, as we said previously. Beauty of using lamps. If in the future we decide to do it, we can. We can just line it over again. It doesn't matter. We don't intend to. But this room's done.
Ta-da.
Awesome. Again, direct effort. Next is through there.
Yes.
So.
This room here. Well, in the cathedral bedroom here, it's drying nicely, but you can definitely see where the damp in the land is. You can see where it's still darker, but it is gradually drying. It was sort of damped here yesterday. So it's taking its time, that's fine. But yeah, amazing. Damp here down, and then really weird. There's water's coming in from the land.
Right, let's go see how yesterday went.
Yes. So this back bedroom was done yesterday. You can definitely see the line where I did it. This side is still wet. Can you see the line? I don't know if you can with this crappy light. But again, drying nicely. Drying nicely.
Right, so what room was today?
Dining room. Ta-da! This bit shouldn't be as bad as anything we've done so far, because it's got a flat ceiling,
yes.
You know what I mean, as opposed to a bobbly one, and flat walls.
Yes.
See how much of this we can get done today.
Yes, it'd be nice if we got it all done first coat.
Yes.
Not going to say we will, but it'd be nice if we could.
Give it a damn good go.
We'll give it a good try for definite. Right.
You can help, mate. He's going to help. You can help as well.
Right, let's get this lot prepared.
Yes.
So it's going really, really well, as I hope you picked up on the time lapse. So we're about half time, so we're going to have a quick drink, and then we'll get on. We should get this done today, which is brilliant. So then break.
Yes.
Back at it.
Yes.
We'll definitely get it done today.
For sure, for sure. It's taking really well. Just to see how it dries. How the walls going?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'll come to here and I'll cover these up.
Yes.
So I'm going to be in your way if I work here.
No,
so I'll go back over there now.
Well, I'm moving this way now.
Yeah. It's up to you then. What do you want me to do? Carry on here? I'll go over there.
You choose. You make your own executive decision. Guess what? Stage 1 done. First coat on.
Everything that we have plastered in the recent videos. Yes.
So happy.
So we're giving you the pleasure of watching paint go on.
We're not going to give you the pleasure of watching it dry. I can assure you, it's very boring. Because we're watching it, waiting for it to dry, so we can go back to the beginning, Forth Road Bridge style, and start all over again.
Yes. So, we're going to stop and have a break, have some dinner.
Absolutely, and formulate a plan as to what we're doing next. Thank you so much to our regular subscribers for following us along, encouraging us. Thank you everybody who's just recently subscribed. And hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.